And what I'm going to do is today, that's the means we'll be going to cover a little bit of session from yesterday itself, like from customizing the view. And yesterday's session we have we have checked how to create a view, and in today's so we'll be going to cover it again. And along with that, I will be going to tell you how to create or how to set up an email template, because that is also important for any CRM. Either it's a Salesforce or there's a Dynamic CRM. Email template creation is very important, because the sales representative or the marketing guys, they have to get in touch with the customers or the contacts or the account to the users, and they have to send emails continuously to them. So what they'll do is they'll create an email template and use those email templates to send the emails to them. Okay, so in today's session we'll be going to see how to achieve this by setting an email template in Dynamic CRM. Right, so okay, so first of all, start with customizing the view. So like as already covered, that what are views? Views are predefined set of filters and a sorting sequence and columns that can be applied to data grid or list. Data grid or list means the list where we displays all the records of a specific entity, like accounts or contact or opportunities. It will be displayed in the form of a list, and we can put a filter, we can do the sorting on that particular list. We can apply a sorting on that list, right? Okay. Next is that user can select the desired view for a given entity by clicking the drop down above the grid. So there is an option over there. I'll tell you what is talking about, where is this option. So there is an option over there, and by using that option we can change the view. We can change our view, and we can select the selected records. Right? So these are the views that are included by default. So accounts, if I'll go with accounts, so accounts influence deals that we won, and no campaign activities in last 3 months, no orders in last 6 months, active accounts, inactive accounts, my connection. These all are predefined views or existing views, or you can say that these all are standard views. Okay, so right, and we have an option to create a personal view also. Right. So these all are the views or predefined existing views over here. So I'll tell you where are the views. So as you can see here, we have views over here. If I'll go to sales, and in sales I switch to account. So let me open account. I'll go to account, and in account this is a view, and you can see here if I click on this arrow, these all are the views: account being followed, account I followed, accounts no order in last 6 months, activities in last 3 months, or response to campaign in last 6 months. So these all are system views or standard views, you can say that. Okay, and we can create our own personal view, as I have mentioned over here. That note, we have an option to create a personal. Okay, yeah. So yes. So if you'll see, these are the view types. We have public view. Public view means available to all users. So these are the view types. So based on your requirement, based on the company's requirement, or based on the user requirement, we'll be going to design a view, we'll be going to create a view. So usually whenever we create a view, we'll use this advanced find view. Means whenever you try to create a new view, you will be going to use this advanced find view. And this is a view used by default when creating a new advanced find or a personal view. A filter cannot be created for this view, but default columns and sorting can be selected. Okay, and what is default public view? This is a public view that is default for all users when they initially navigate to the entity. This is the default public view initially when we open any entity. This is for default public view, and we can set any view as a default view. How to do that? For example, my requirement is I want, whenever I logged in into Dynamic CRM and whenever I open this account entity, I would like that my active accounts will be active accounts as a default view. Active account as a default view. So how to set this view as a default view? You can see there is an option over here. So if I'll take my mouse pointer on this, it says that pin this view as the default view for this list. It means if I'll click this, now it has been pinned. So now every time when you logged in, into Dynamic CRM, when you open the account entity, you will be able to see this active account as a default view for this particular entity, for this account entity. Okay, so this is how to set any view as a default view. Then we have associated view. What is associated view? This is the view that is used on related list. Basically, this is on related list. Related list means like in parent and child relationship. So in that case, we can use the associated view. We can create an associated view over here itself. But in this case, that is only possible if we have, if we are creating a view on an entity which is in a relationship, means which is in a relationship with parent and child. Okay. And especially we will be going to create this view on a child entity, right? And this is lookup view. This is the default view that is used on lookup fields on entities that are children for this entity. The filter of this filter for this entity cannot be edited, but the columns and sortings can be edited. Lookup view, like if you remember yesterday in session, I told you that we can. Okay, so we can. When I told you about the lookups and all, so we can start entering the records into the child object, and we'll got a view over there. So it's talking about that lookup view. So we can set up that, we can modify that lookup view also. We can modify this, we can change the properties, we can change the columns and all in that lookup view. And quick find view, and this view controls the quick find settings for the entity when a search is conducted using the quick find bar above a grid. It's talking about this one. So we can set this quick find view also. Okay. So this is these are the types of views we have. So basically we have two types of views. If I'll say these are the different view types actually, but if I'll say the types of views types, so there are two types. First we have system view, and second we have personal view. Okay. Now what is a system view? System view means it is configured by the administrator. So if we are working as an administrator, you will be going to create a system view, and those view that view user cannot modify that view. User can only use that view. Okay, that will not be modified. That will not be editable. User will not be able to modify this. And this is for the that particular view is for the whole organization, for complete application. And personal view it is configured by the user itself, user themselves basically. Okay, user themselves, and only available to them. Okay, means personal view, for example, I am a user and my requirement is that I have to check the record based on a certain criteria on multiple times in a day. So instead of applying the filtration over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my own personal view over here. I'm going to create my personal view over here, and that will be available under my views over section, my view section over here. Okay, and this particular section is available only for the specific user. Means if I create a view, so that view is only accessible by me. No one else can access that view. But if I would like, I can share that view with someone else. Means we can share this. So, but user can share the view. Means I have created a view, and if someone else required to use that view, so I can share that view. Means the user can share the view to another user. That is also possible. So today I will be going to tell you how to create a view again and how to share the view, or how to allow that view to be used by someone else. Okay. So let's start by creating a view again. So I would like to create a view on account over here. So I clicked over here, and in this I create personal view. So when I create on personal view, now if you want to modify these view, you can click on this. For example, I would like to modify this. So I click on active accounts, and from here I click on views. We have views over here. This is for new system view. Okay. So I clicked on view, and this will open the current view. It will open the view in the window for the editable window over here, active accounts. Okay. Now I can remove this because I am an administrator. I am working as an administrator. That's why I will be able to delete this view. But if a user, normal user who do not have the permissions and accessible these permissions, that user will not be able to delete this view. And we can add columns, we can configure sorting, I can edit the filter criteria, I can go to the properties and change the column names, the view name, we can add a description, we can add a columns from here. If I would like to add a new column, I can add a columns over here. Okay, we can do that. And we can change their locations also. For example, we can move this primary contact to first or to last, like this also. We can change their positions. Okay, and at the end we can close it. And so I close it. I'm not going to save it. Okay, I'm going to create my own view. So there are two ways to create a view, personal view. Either you click on this and click on create personal view. Okay, this is one way. Or what you can do is you can click on this and a new system view. But if you see it's a system view, creates a new system view for this entity. It's a system view. So this system view will appear over here. System view. Okay, so basically it's a system view. Okay, but because I would like to create my personal view, you got my point, that we have two ways to create. If you want to create a personal view, we'll be going to create personal view from here. If you want to create a system view, we can create a system view from here. Okay, so being an administrator, if you would like to create a view for all the users, you will be going to create a system view, and a user, if you would like to create a view for himself, that user can click on my create personal view and he will be able to create a personal view for himself. Okay, so I'm going to create a personal view over here. So I create a personal view, and you will see that by default it will take me to the advanced find option. See this advanced find, right? And we can create a view over here. So I'm looking for accounts, or we can change from here. So by default we are on accounts, so I'm going to create a view for accounts over here. And here we have use saved view, means if you want to create views which are already created, if you want to import the functionalities into your view and then you want to modify this, that is also possible. So we can import it. For example, I click on active accounts. So you see active accounts. These are the filtration. This is the filter which is already available with this particular view. So we can use it. Okay, and then we can modify this. Obviously we can modify this. And if you want to create a new one, so I'll go with new, and I'm going to apply my own filter. Okay, so I'm going to create a view to configure, and my requirement is I would like to know that which user, means my requirement is that I would like to know that which current user means which record I have been modified in last month. Okay, this means whether I have modified any record in last month or not. Okay, so I click over here, I apply the filter, and I would like to go for modified. So I'll select over here, that is modified over here. Okay, from here I'll select modified on. And modified on what? When? Modify yesterday, today, tomorrow, next 7 days, last 7 days, last week, next month, last month. So I would like to know that this current user, the current user has, I would like to check the current user has modified the record last month. So I go for last month. Okay, last month. And one more, I would like to apply filtration over here, that the owner, it should be owner. So I'll go with owner and equals current user. Owner equals current user. See, you will get this option if you have multiple users. If you do not have multiple users, then you will not get this option. Okay, it means, so I'm creating this this view for myself, and I'm going to see that if I have modified any record last month. Okay, for current user. So I apply the filter over here, and then click on, we can save it over here and give a new name. So I give a new name over here. We can, let's say, give a name record modified last month by current user. Okay, see, so that's the name of my view. And if we want, we can click the result also. We can directly click over here and we can see the result. So it will not display any record right now because we haven't modified any record last month. So if you want, we can change it. Instead of last month, if I'll say this month and save it and check the result, if you want to see whether it's working or not. So because these records we have created yesterday, actually we have created a new account day before yesterday. So that's why it is displaying for current month. Okay. So once we are sure that the query or the filtration is working properly, we can set it back for last month and save it, right? And it's done. And we can edit columns, like you can see we have save as. If you want to change the names, we can save. We have saved views. We can by clicking on save view, we will be able to see the views which we have created. So we can check that. See this, it says that view saved queries and modify or manage them. Now I would like to edit columns. So I click on edit columns and we would like to add a column over here. So you can see over here there are default columns: account name, primary contact, and main phone. I would like to add a new column over here. So I click on add columns. And I want account number and rating as well. Only 2 columns I am going to add, just a dummy column. So I click on OK, and we have got the columns over here, and we can change their locations. We can configure sorting also. For example, I would like to do sorting based on account name. So I select this, configure sorting, and on account name, ascending or descending order, and then by any other field. So like this, we can do the sorting, right? We can change the properties, like what are the pixels, select a width of this column, what will be the width, 300 pixels, 200 pixels, we can set their pixels also. And if you want, we can remove it. We can remove it from here. Okay, so this is how we can create a view, and click on OK and save again. Once saved again and close it. So once we close it, we have to refresh our application. Then only we'll be able to see the changes. Okay, so it's refreshed, and now if we'll go and check, we have got a view over here, record modified last month by current user. So okay, so I clicked on this, and it will obviously it will not display any record, I already told you that in last month we haven't modified any record. So if you want to do this, let's do one thing. Let's go to active accounts and modify a record and try to modify the record. And but the thing is, we can't modify the date because it will take the data center's date. So that's why it's no use of that. So let's go back. Okay. So from now onwards, if we modify any record, if we create any record, and if user clicked on that particular link, and if any user, means if the current user, they clicked on that view, and he will be able to see the records. Okay, so like this we can see the records over here. Right. Okay. Next is, okay, so this is about I told you about the requirement that create a new personal view and account entity, and we have filters modified on date within last month, and owner of the record is current logged in user. So I already explained you display columns and this one. Okay, next is sharing or assigning views. For example, I'm an administrator. I have created this view, and now I would like to share this view with other users as well. Means I have designed this view, I have created this view, and now I would like to assign this view to any specific user, or I would like to share this view with other users. So how do we share the views? Okay, so that's the point, that's the requirement. So that means the assigning a view will change. And remember one thing, that there is a difference between assigning and sharing. If you are, as you can see here, this is a screen, we'll get this kind of screen, and here we have assigning view and share. We have two options: assign saved view and share this. And what's the difference between them? Assigning a view will change the owner of the view to the assignee, whereas sharing will retain ownership of the view and allow others to use it. It means if I assign a view to another user, in that case, now that user will become the owner of that view. Okay, and if I share the view, I will be the owner, but the other user can also use the view which is created by me. So that's the difference between assigning and share. So while working on views, you have to be very careful. If you are assigning a view, make sure that you from now onwards you will not be the owner of that view. And if you would like that you would like to be the owner of that view, you only want other user can access the view, you can use the share option. So let's see how to get this, I will be going to use both one by one, assigning and sharing. So you can see here we have two views, my personal view and this one. So one view I'll assign and one view I will share. Okay. So this, my personal view, I will be going to assign, and this record modified I will be going to share. So how to do that? For this, you see we have an advanced find option. You can see there's an advanced find option over here. So I clicked on advanced find, and here in advanced find it will open a window, and you can see here we have this again open the same view, okay, the view window, and here you can click on saved view window. Click on saved view window, and the views which is created by us, it appears over here. You see we have two views now, my personal view and record modified last month by current user. So I would like to share, I would like to assign this view to another user, and I would like to share this view with other users. Okay, so we can share multiple views all together, or we can share only a single view also. So I'm going to assign this view first. So I click on this. So either you can delete this, you can deactivate this. So if you deactivate this, you will not get this view option over here. Okay, you can you can export saved views, the result of the exported saved views in the as a worksheet on your desktop. We can do that. Okay, so I'm going to assign this. So I clicked on assign saved views. So I clicked on assign saved views, and once you clicked on this, you will get this window. Here we have assigned to me or assigned to another user or team. So I'm going to assign to another user. Now we can assign this user to other user as well as to other team also, either to a user or a team. Okay. See, if you are going to another user, means you can assign this view only to a single user. But if you assign this view to a team, and in that team there can be multiple users. So all the users, they can use this particular view. Okay. So so if I would like to assign this view to a team, so first of all we have to create a team. So how to create a team, how to create a user, that I will tell you in next session. Okay. So I clicked on this place, I clicked on this icon, and here we have, this is a team, and these are the two users we have available. This is my name, so I am the current user. So I'm not going to share this to myself. I'm going to assign this to another user, that is Peter Paul. So it's another user. So I select this and click on assign. And see, once it is assigned, see it's removed from my section over here. It's gone from here. From my save view, it's gone, because now I'm not the owner of that view now. It has been saved under that particular user Peter Paul, saved advanced find all in the saved views list. Now it has been assigned to him. Now he is the owner, I am not the owner. So I'm not able to use it now. And if I'll refresh it, so if I'll refresh it, let's see, retry. And if I'll click on this, you see that view is gone from here. Okay. And if I'll share this view with other user, for example, if I click on share, I select that view and click on share. So again, we can add a user or team from here, because we are sharing, we are not assigning. So that's why we got this kind of interface. I click on share, and see this, choose the user or team you want to share the save view with and give them specific permission. So I clicked on add user team. From again there, I'll select the user. We have this user, or you can go with team also. This will all the teams. So we have user, specific user. So I select the user. Select it. You have to select the. Okay. Now in this case, you can share the current view or your view with multiple users. So we can have multiple users, and we can share this view with all the users. For example, I select this. So I share this to user. Click on add. And see, we have got the options over here. We can allow them, we can give them, we can set their permissions. Means this Peter Paul, he can only read this particular view. He cannot write it, means he cannot modify it, he cannot delete it, he cannot assign this to someone else and he cannot share this with someone else. But because I'm this user, so I can give permissions to myself. It means I'm able to use it, I'm able to delete it, modify this, and I'm able to assign or share this user, this view with some other user or a team. Okay, and share it. Done. And see, this is still in under my save view section because still I'm the owner of this view and I can use it now. And that particular user, Peter Paul, can also use this view as well. Why I'm telling you this? Because being an administrator or being a, like if you are working as an administrator in any organization, you have to create views, and these views are very important. Okay, so you have to work on the views because the users, or this is the because we do not want that user to write queries and all for filtration and all, so we can create our own views, or we can create system views or personal views, and we can allow other users to access those views. Okay, so that it will be easy for them to filter the records, to look for the records. Because for that for salesperson, or for sales, or for marketing guy, or for service guy, they have to look for the records again and again so many times. So instead of writing the queries and instead of writing the code so many for this, to apply the filters again and again, if the views are created, it will be easy for them to look for the records. It can save their time as well, right? Okay, so this is about the views. Now if we move on to email templates and mail merge, basically, so what are email templates? So Microsoft Dynamic email templates and the mail merge functionalities are helpful tools for mass emails and mass mailers, basically for sending emails. If you want to send emails to multiple users, so we can create an email template where we can set up an email template, and that email template we can use to send emails to multiple users. Okay, so these tools are typically used by marketing and sales group. Now, what is the purpose of email template? For example, our company has launched a new product and we would like to inform all the customers about that new product. So instead of sending mails them all the customers one by one, what the marketing guy or what the sales guy will do, they will send emails to all the users or all the clients or all the customers together at the same time by selecting them. Okay, and there will be some content also. So there will be a team who will be setting the email templates, and there will be a specific person or the team who they are setting the templates and all, and by using that template we can send emails to them. Okay, if I'll give an example, for example, we have registered on a website that is for online shopping website. So what happened, time to time we received an email from them that we have launched a new product, and that's the this is the product specifications and all. And if you check the mail properly, you will get your name, you will find your name at the top, in the beginning. So how they mention the name over there? Do you think they are sending the mails individually to all the users one by one? If they do this, so it will take a lot of time for them to send an emails to them. So basically they are using email template, and the names, that names appears automatically. That's they use the dynamic names. Okay, the contents will be same for all the users, but the names and the user details can be changed. Okay, so that we can achieve using email template, right? And mail merge, and the mail merge allows you to pull CRM data such as person names into an email letter of fax. That is called mail merge. So we'll be going to use this mail merge option, and by using this mail merge option, we'll be going to create and set up an email template, right? And using the merge functionality allow user to personalize the message. Personalize means, like for a specific user, we would like to mention name that dear and the name of that customer. The name of the customer we are getting from the records. We are not going to mention the names again and again by ourselves. It will take a lot of time. Okay. And there are 4 ways to select the recipient of the activity from any view: pull and advanced find, from a marketing campaign or quick campaign, and automatically send emails by using a workflow. Means it is used to select the recipient. So we can go to views, and we can, from a view, we can select any user, we can select any customer. Okay, recipient, we can select the recipient and select direct mail to them. We can do that. So I'll tell you both the things. Now we have 2 types of email templates: system email templates and personal email template. So there are system email templates for public and personal email template for private. And email templates are typically associated with one record type. So system email templates which are available to whole organization, and personal email templates which is available only for a specific person. Okay. for a specific user. So we'll be going to create both system template as well as personal email template. So let's see how to do this. So let's set up email templates in our CRM application. So how to do that? I would like to set up first of all, I would like to set up a personal email template. Okay. So I would like to set up a personal email template. So for this, I'll go to, do you see this? We have settings option over here. So I click on settings and here we have options. So I click on options. Click on options over here and we have here, now these options you can like we have email template option over here. So I click on email templates. So I'll delete this so that I can create again. We can create multiple templates actually, personal email templates. Right? So I'm going to create a new template over here. So I click on new. And what type of email template you would like to create? See, we have global and the specific entity. If I go for global, it means that you will be able to do a merge from any type of record, but you will not be able to merge from a specific record. Specific record means any type of record, but if I would like to merge only from account, that is not possible. It will be means it can access data from everywhere, from all the entities and all. So I would like to merge only for a specific record. So I'll go for a specific entity. So I'll go for account. I'll go to account and click on OK. Here, I would like to set up the templates now. So what will be the title? So let's set up a template over here. So I add a title. Let's say contact reconnected. Okay, let's say we have some inactive accounts. Okay, let's do one thing. Not on instead of accounts, let's create this on contact. Okay, so I'm going to contact over here. Okay, and in contact there are few contacts which are not in touch now. We have means they are our existing contacts, and now we would like to get in touch with them. They haven't done any transactions from our online website or from our application since long time. So we want to get in touch with them. We want to inform them about new products and all. Okay, so I would like to create. We would like to send an emails to them. So I send over here contact reconnected. That's the description, title and description. We can add a description, anything. Okay, and it's not mandatory. What will be subject? Subject I enter that haven't heard from you. Okay, and now I would like to add a matter. What will be the content? So I write over here dear. Now after dear, I would like to mention the name of the contact. If you'll go to contact over here, let me, okay, to open contact, we have to close this because it's in option 1. So I would like to mention the contact name, and that to be a dynamic contact, because whatever that means, for example, I'm sending an email to a specific contact or multiple contacts together. So mails will be sent to them, and instead of dear and sir or madam, I would like to mention their name. So how to add their names over here? To add the names, I'm going to use the merge feature. I'm going to use the mail merge feature of the email, this email section over here. So how to do that? So for this, you see we have an option over here, insert and update. So this option is used to insert any data field. So I click on insert data field, click on this, and we'll be going to get this option over here. This is the data field over here. Configure the value to use for this data field. Okay, so I click on add, because we do not have any data field right now. So we can have multiple data fields and we can use them one by one. So I click on add, and what fields we would like to use the contact name, full name from the contact entity. So from here I'll go to contact, and here I'll look for the full name field. So full name attribute actually. So I'll go with full name, and OK, and we can have a default value, customer or contact name. It's a default value basically. Okay, and OK, you see we got a field over here, contact full name, and then right I'll enter I'll design this. We haven't heard from you for a while. We wanted to check in and make sure that you have been informed about new product launched by us. Okay, we have asked. Now I'm going to mention the particular name also of that user who will be going to contact him. Okay, so again I'm going to insert update and add, and over here again contact and the owner of this record, because the owner of the record will be going to contact to him. So owner, and the default value is the sales representative. We have asked to connect you and inform you same. Okay, and simple. Thank you. Okay. Once we're done, we save it and close it. So I'll do one thing. I'll copy this content because we have to use it again. If you want to use it, I will simply save and close it. So it's done now. Okay, and we can close this also. So this is how we can create an email or email template for a personal user, or it's a personal email template only for a specific person. So the template which we have created just now, this template will be available only for this specific user, only for this current user, only for me, only for this current user, because this we have set this in the it's a personal email template. Okay, but now if you want to create a system email template means which is available to the whole organization and anyone can use it. So how to do that? So to set up a system email template, what we have to do is we need to go to click on Dynamic CRM, then go to settings, and in settings we have, if you'll drop down this, you can see here we have templates. We have templates over here. So I click on template, and in template we have email template. So create and manage templates for email messages. So I click on email template, and here we can create a new email template. See, these are the predefined email templates, so we can use any of them. There are predefined, and if you want, we can create a new email template. You can see here there is an individual one. It's an individual, right? So we can click on new, and we can set it for contact. Okay, and okay. Now the template which we are going to create, that is for the whole organization because it's a system email template, and we can now you can design it the same way. Okay, so I'm not going to do it again. Okay, or if I want to do it, we can paste it and simple write it. Contact, reconnect, and haven't heard from you. Save it and close it. And if you see this, we have two email templates. Actually, I missed ED over here. But if you see, both of them are same, contents are same. But if you see, they are viewable by, one is by organization, one is by individual. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'm going to delete this one because we already have one, so there is no use of this right now. It depends, like if you want to if you want that to create an email template for the whole organization, you can create it. So is it? Let it refresh. We have deleted it. Okay, it's not deleted, so let me open it and delete it. Delete. that is not deleted. Contact, reconnect, and delete. Okay, it's removed now? No. Okay, now how to send an email to them? How to send emails to the users? To send an emails to the user, so there are multiple ways to send an emails. Either we can design a workflow like I already told you this over here, that I can go to a view and we can send an email to them. We can pull an advanced find function, we can look for a specific contact and then we can email to that user. From a marketing campaign or quick campaign, so this option I will be going to tell you means now we have already set up an email. So when we work on campaigning part or marketing campaign, or when we create a quick campaign or marketing campaign, then I will be going to tell you how to send an email to them there automatically, and or by using a workflow. So these two options I will be going to tell you later on. Now I am going to tell you how to send an email directly from here. So how to send emails to a user or to any contact. So I click on sales and go to contact, and in contact I would like to send an email to this user, anyone. So I clicked on this, okay, and from here there is an option send direct email, right? Or we can send emails to all the users also. So for example, these all are active contacts. Let's go for inactive contact. So this is an inactive contact. We check this and send direct email to this user, to this contact, and from here we can select the template. It's a global template. You can see it's a global template, and I want to create I want to use the template which we have created just now. So I'll select the contact reconnected and send direct email to selected records on current page, all records on the current page, or all records on all pages. So we would like to send the selected records on the current page. So we have selected only one record, okay, and you would like to send direct mail from user or queue from this user. So basically this user is sending the emails, right? And click on send. So once we clicked on send, emails will be sent to him. So right now we haven't configured actually. So we have to configure our Dynamic CRM with any either with Outlook or with any of the mail application. So once we configure, the mail will be sent directly to them, right? So that's how we can set up a view. I hope now you have got a clear idea how to set up a view and why views are important, right? And how to set up an email templates and all. So this is how we can set up an email templates, and this is the mail merge feature which we have used just now to use to merge the fields into the email template. So that was the mail merge feature, right? Okay, so that's all from my side for today. So if you have any questions, you can ask. From today's session, if you have any questions, you can come up with your questions. You see, we don't have any option for any other language over here. Okay, so we have to configure. Yeah, sorry.
We can add the languages at the time of setting.
Yeah, we can add the we can add the languages. We have to customize our application. We have to customize our this particular application. We need to add more languages. Then only we can create the template in languages. Then only we can add the languages. So I will be going to tell you that also, that how to add languages. You can see these are the languages.
Okay, that's great.
So actually the base language is English. That's why. So we have to add the languages into this CRM. Then only we'll be able to create the template in that particular language.
And okay, so now once we set up like different languages email, because over here we have English and French people, so we need to send emails to different people in different languages. So let's suppose we have some contacts which are using English languages preference, and some of them are in French. So how we can send the emails?
Yes. So see, what we have to do is we have to actually we have to create two templates, same templates. We have to create in two templates, one in English, one in French. Okay, and then what you can do is, because you know that the customers that while sending the emails to them, we can set that which email template will be sent to which user.
So we select the English contacts first and then send to English.
See this? Yeah, see this. When I'm sending emails to them, there is a language option over here. See this?
Oh, okay. That's.
Yeah. So for example, if I know that this contact he prefers the language for as a French, so from here I'll select the French language. And if I know that this user prefers the English language, so I'll select the English language over here.
Okay. Okay. So it's just sending emails two times, one for the English and one for the French.
Yeah, so instead of setting directly from there, that's why I told you that we can use this option also, this option for workflows. Okay, so we can set up a workflow, or we can set up, for example, if we are setting, for example, if I'm talking about, if you are working on a marketing campaign, so in marketing campaign, we can set this, that if a user, we can check it if the user is from a, we can add a new entity over here. We can add a new entity and we can ask for a preferred language. So okay, so actually we have to customize our application a little bit. We have to get the choice from the user that in which, what will be the preferred language for emails.
Okay.
So let's say if he choose for French, so we can create a workflow, and whenever we launch a product, based on the preferred language, we can choose the email template.
So we only need to send one email, and based on the customer preferences, it will send them the French or the English version, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that comes under workflow when we create.
Yes, when we did workflow, then I will tell you this thing, means how to send an email to based on their preferred languages.
Okay, great.
Okay, so what we can do is in our for example, in contacts, we can obviously you know that we can customize the contact. For example, if I'll go to contact, I can customize this entity. Yeah, yesterday I told you that we can create a new entity, right? Yeah, so what we can do is, for example, I'll go to, I'll open any of the contacts, and you can see here we have, if I'll open this contact, so okay, not from here, or let's say setting, and in setting, I'll go to customization. In customization, we have customized the system, and we can add a new field into that form, in that entity. We can add a new field, and we can let user, we can get the choices from the user, what will be the preferred language, English or French for mail, right? For example, if I'll go to contact, count, and this is contact, I'll open contact forms, and in forms we can do that. We can add a new form, and this is what we have, means we can customize the form over here. So I'll open this, and I'm going to add a new field. So see, we have to do a little bit of customization because these all are standard, so that's why we have to do customization. We have to work on that. So I add a new field over here, and display name, preferred email language, and it will be option set, sorry, two option set here, English or language. So we can go for option set over here, and here we can add the values. Okay, just a second, delete it. Label, can add a label. This will be English and French, right? And I save it. Or we can set the by default value also. By default is default value we can set for English. We can set for English, right? Save and close, and save. Okay, we have to add that field also. So I'll go for custom fields and preferred email language. So I'll drag and drop this email language over here and save and publish. Again, it will take time for customization. Okay, and save and close, publish all customization. Okay, and close it. Let's go to sales, contact, and open any of the contact, and open this field, Maria Campbell. Open it. So you see this, we have an option with preferred English language. It's coming actually, it's loading, it will take time. Yeah, so we get an option over here, English or French. So if let's say the user go for English, right? And now what we will do is we'll create a workflow, and in workflow we can check if the preferred language is English. So we'll request for the English template. If the preferred language is French, we'll be sending the French template. Means we'll using the French template for sending emails to that particular user. Means we have to set over here, and later on we don't have to do this again. Means once we have to set this, and once it is set, we don't have to we don't have to configure it again and again.
Okay. And for adding the languages, we need to set up from the application setup, right?
Yes.
For adding a new language?
Yeah, for adding a new language. Yes.
Okay. And will you show us that as well later on, or?
Yeah, I will be going to show you that as well. How to add on languages into this Dynamic CRM.
Okay.
How to add multiple languages.
Because over here, they are French people as well.
Okay. Yeah, no issues. Don't worry about that. So
yeah.
I know they are more rigid. Means they won't like